And we're live, ladies and gentlemen, Stoner Coners. We got another episode here today for you with one of my favorite West Coast rappers. Got some really dope music that I think all of you are going to love listening to, especially today. We're going to show right here on the Rapper's Corner. Thanks for tuning in today, everyone. So let's get to the guest. Who are
What's up?
you?
What up?
Where you're at? And what do you do, brother?
I'm in my little studio right now where I make my music. I'm Dopamine. I rap, and that's all I really care for, rapping.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. Yeah, and so you're out there in
Long Beach,
California,
California.
Long Beach, California, where the grass is green and the flowers are beautiful.
Yeah, and a lot more other stuff, but I mean, not too much around here
Yeah, and
on my
and
block.
yeah, and let me let me ask you a question. Um, when did you get started making music?
I started at the age of I guess 27. I started really late. You know, I started after whole, from 18 to 27. I was on my own, like doing all. I had my own apartment, had everything better than I have now, and shit got bad. A lot of things happened, and I'm like, I'm tired of talking to people about it. I don't like telling people about it, so I just started rapping and
Nice.
started putting it all in songs. Like my little stories, that shit I've been through, experience.
Yeah, very cool. Put it in the music. That's
Yeah,
that's how people can relate to stuff too. That's how music heals people, not just the artists, but the listeners.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So you've been doing it. So it's been at
I'm
least
32,
so it's
so
been at
yeah,
least like 5 years you've been working
yeah,
on your
yeah. But
music.
I've always been into music. I used to play drums and bass. I was I can't say it was a band, but it was a little little crew I had. We'll just get together and we'll jam and shit, and never really an official band, but I've always liked metal and rap, and I just officially started rapping at 27 when I wrote my song track number one, and that's about it. Yeah.
So you actually started off with more of a metal background before you got into hip hop.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've always been to hip hop, but when it came to making music, it was more on the metal
No,
stuff.
that's
I
dope.
just I like playing, like drums, getting down for hours. We'll be playing right there in my homeboy's garage.
Nice, 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 nice. Hey, what you blazing on right now?
Right now, I think it's just I'm playing Gorilla Glue.
Oh man, you can't go wrong with that. I love
Yeah,
Gorilla Glue.
yeah, I love Gorilla Glue. I have to stay, with some good weed because if not, I go crazy.
I feel you. Got myself a little gelato right here in a pen.
Yeah, yeah. I have the little ghost ones too, but mine's out. But yeah, I like it.
Nice, nice. Now I love the background. We're inside your studio right now, correct?
Yeah, yeah. There's it. There's a little. It's not that big, but I mean, yeah.
Very, very dope. Very dope. Very professional
Thank you.
looking.
Yeah, yeah. It took me one thing that people don't know about my this whole studio is that like after being moving around because like I said I moved out of my parents at 18
Mm.
and I was on my own had my own apartment not too far from here and um, I got evicted from the duplex from that apartment for some shit and then the place I moved after same thing it was actually haunted. It sounds crazy, I know.
Yeah.
It was two people died in the kitchen, and I guess they died of an explosion. They blew up the kitchen.
Whoa.
They were doing some shit. I don't know. But back in the '80s, well, I still felt that vibe in that house, and it would make me go through some really dark times. I went through the most darkest times in my like really dark times. Like I was constantly thinking of killing and death, ultimately
Yeah,
everything. It was
morbid thoughts.
yeah, yeah. It was a really crazy experience living there. I was there for about 9 months, not even a whole year, until I just moved out. And I got tired of moving around, looking for places because I was staying on hotels and shit. So I'm like, I told my girl's mom if if I would just build something in the back and I rent out the back house. And she was like, you can do whatever you want in the yard. So I got all the shit together and I built this all on my own, all by
Nice.
myself, except the
But
electrical. I had
yeah,
my friend do it, but
nice, man. Well, it looks really good, and yeah, you got a really nice, dope sound coming out of there.
yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Mm. Now, when it comes to hip hop, um, which are your most, favorite artists that influenced you as a music creator, or is it always changing, or is there some specific people?
I have specific. Okay, I have to say my one of my biggest influences in the beginning of music. Like I got into music, I can say it was Necro. Necro.
Necro. Okay.
He's one of the, I've always been into him. Sugar Free. You
Hmm.
know, Eminem, of course. Um, Tupac.
Hmm.
Um, Ill Bill. More Technique. Stuff like that. Rap. Not. I've never really got into the whole mainstream rappers or stuff like that. I mean, those are mainstream rappers, but more like
Yeah.
the modern rappers today. I just can't feel them.
Yeah. 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 So no one out there right now is really inspiring, huh?
There's a few, like I would say, what's his name, uh, Zoe Osama. I think he's dope as fuck.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah,
heard. I haven't heard of him yet. I gotta check him out.
yeah, Zoe Osama. He's really dope. He's like, I think I can see a little bit of Sugar Free influence on him, but it's really about it. Like I like no, what's that guy? Yeah, Polo G is alright, but like I said, a lot of these rappers, it's not that they're whack. I just don't feel them. It's not my,
Yeah.
I can't
No,
feel
I
it.
understand that. I don't have much inspiration from any of the most stuff I listen to. I stay listen to the same stuff, I guess, from the same people. You know, I mean, they
Yeah,
make new stuff, and I stay up with the stuff they create. But
yeah, and I do the same thing. I do keep up with all the stuff going on. Like I look up, I go on YouTube and I type in top ten rap songs of the year, 2024, or the month, and I see what's going on. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm not really too. That's the whole reason I wrote the song Idol,
idol.
because I think now it's so everybody really wants to go, viral and shit, and
Hmm.
it's just like in our nature, we just want to do it. If we make content, we want to be noticed, but
Yeah,
some people are being noticed when they shouldn't because of connections that they have with the music industry, or
that's
I
true.
guess like really that's really what it is. Or they just were raised with a lot of money. Some people can afford that type of shit. Um, I really I live in the hood. I've been my money's up and down. Sometimes I make money, sometimes I don't. I can't really afford too much to drop on it, but these a lot of these rappers get help from family members, or even they have relatives in the game, and they get in and they have no talent,
Yeah,
and they're over here blowing up.
born into it, or they got the family that's got money, and they just want to go do that, and they can go do it. Like, I come from a very wealthy family, but they never supported my music. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Uh, I mean, that's just how it was, I guess. But I do see that happening. That I see people, rich kids, and they have no musical talent, and they're just,
Yeah, really.
you know,
You don't.
just spending money. Nothing against them. Like, good, chase your dreams, get better at it. Like, I'm glad they love doing that. But
Yeah, but they fall off right away too. So it makes me wonder, like, if They really were doing it because they loved it. Because
Yeah.
I never hear. I always look up their underground stuff, or like for example, someone like Playboy Cardi. Okay,
Hmm.
um, I'm not. I don't really. I'm not really into his music, but I have found some stuff, uh, his old stuff before he blew up. But there's other rappers that I tried doing the same thing, and they're like their demos, they're never out. So it makes me wonder, how the fuck did they? Oh, it really seems like overnight they just blew up. You know, like they just get somebody to fund, give them money, and then they just I don't know what they do really, but
Yeah.
there's I'm sure
Well,
there's
they buy their way in, to the charts and
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Yeah, and it's not about talent anymore. I guess it's just how you market. It seems like it's just about how you market yourself. And I'm not a marketer. I don't know how to market my music. All I know how to do is make my music. All I know
Yeah.
is rap, get on the booth, write a song, get on the booth, record it, mix it, done. And it's not that simple either. I mean, my songs can take sometimes a long time, like months, because I just write a couple bars and I'm like, that's it. Now I'll be back to it, and I come back in a week, a few days, a couple hours, whatever, and I just come back and I'm like, okay, I feel that right now. I feel that whole um, that topic that the song's about. I'm feeling it right now. So I go back in it and I just spit some new shit to it, and I go on until I'm like, okay, that's one verse, or sometimes I write the whole verse and I'm like, okay, now I got to write the second one, and that can take a while. So I never rush to
Yeah.
finish my music.
That's good.
I never do.
I mean, the quality and the bars that you're dropping in your music, it shows that you actually put in care and love into your craft. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
mad respect, bro.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really do. There's times when I catch myself losing my flow because I'm so distracted by a word that should not be like, okay, should I replace a word as simple as if with or like, how can I say, like, it's literally one word can cause me to pause the whole thing. And I'm like, no, I don't like that.
One word can
The sound of
the,
it.
the one
Yeah,
word the one word's not worth it for the wordplay sometimes because it
yeah,
starts
it just doesn't go.
messing up the message. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I just it just throws me off. But I learned to just when I feel like that, if I've been rapping for more than 30 minutes, I just take a break and I come back to it because if I overdo it, I get tired of the beat. And after
Oh
that,
yeah,
I'm like,
me too.
okay,
I feel you.
yeah,
Maddening.
yeah, right. So I come back to it, but really like I love writing music. It's one of my the only way I can express myself without getting in trouble because I've always gotten in trouble for shit I say out in public with people.
Hmm.
I've gotten into a lot of fights and shit just because of shit that it's always with words. Words can get you killed.
Yeah.
So I've gone through a lot of shit just by simple comment I've made. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should write music. That's one thing I
Yeah.
used to write
It's
music too.
safe. It's safe to say things in the studio.
Yeah, yeah, but I said it. Everything I say in the studio, I said out in public. Almost everything I rap about have been are things that have been said or I experienced. Or things that I'm at the point of doing. But I don't incriminate myself, but because I write it a different way. But
Yeah, and also it's not like you're pointing a finger at someone in their face, talking like you would in real life. You through the music medium, like someone can listen to it in a biased way and say, "Oh, actually, I can relate to that." You know?
yeah, yeah, and that's part of the reason I write too, because I like people to be like, oh, he has a point with that. Yep, he's right on that. And if they
Yeah,
don't agree, if I had all the time in the world, I really would sit here and argue with everybody. Like, okay, how can that not be true? Or how does not make sense? Explain to me. And I've gotten into a lot of debates with people like that. And to me, it's kind of fun. I like saying shit. And I still haven't. I still don't think I'm at my level where I'm dropping shit that can, people can quickly get triggered and shit. I have a lot of songs I can start, dropping and shit, because I have a lot of songs I recorded that I just never, because they're just either too fucked up, or maybe stupid. They just say dumb shit that's like inappropriate. Many people will find it extremely rude, and I just have fun with it. Like I said, sometimes it's really serious, and sometimes it's just for fun. So
Sometimes it's just for you expressing yourself, right?
yeah, like my song "No Phone." The hook says, "Oh, ha ha ha, you wanna die? You feel so alone. Ha ha ha, you wanna die? Um, you got now you got no phone." I can't forget my own song, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty much
yeah,
talking about like you got no phone, and this kid wants to kill himself because he has no phone, because his
bro.
mom threw his phone out the window on the freeway.
You
So
should put stuff out like that. People will relate, man. I actually knew a kid that you know I was uh I was training once upon a time. No names here. All love and peace to the homie too. But I took his snatched his phone away from him, and it was like I had like ripped his life away. I was like, oh, I had to give it back because I'm like, I didn't
yeah,
realize that that's how like
yeah,
lifeline like people are to it.
yeah. Your phone is like part of you. It's like speaking of phones, I've been kind of, that's the big little issue that's been going on. Not big issue, but one of the little issues that's been going on recently. I was at CVS. I have two phones. I usually have, and I left. I went inside, waited in line, came back out, and one of the phones I left, I guess on the side or something, inside the car. I think it was on the floor or some shit. Um, uh, Someone opened the door and took it. I'm guessing because it's nowhere to be found,
Yeah.
and it's gone. And I know I had it when I went to CVS, so that really fucked me up, because I had a lot of good lyrics on that shit.
Damn.
That's what really bothers me. I had a lot of good lyrics, a lot of songs that I've sent from my garage band where I record them, drafts, a lot of drafts, and rough drafts I've sent to that phone, because that phone was like my content phone. Like that's where I do almost everything. So I'm like, I just couldn't fucking believe it. I was
Damn.
going crazy. I was
That's
looking
hard.
everywhere, and I know it's in Long Beach because I didn't have the funny thing about that phone is that it was given to me by someone to give back to the owner. I called the owner. The owner said, "Fuck it, man. Long Beach people are fucking shady, man. You guys are fucked up. I ain't trusting." And he pretty much didn't trust me. I'm like, "I'm just trying to give you your phone back, man. You left it at this place. He's been trying to get a hold of you. You want your phone or not?" He's like, "I'll
Oh
call you
wow.
back tonight." Never came to get it. It still had his track my iPhone. It still had it on the Find My iPhone thing the whole time I've had it. So it was weird because I put so much stuff on it, risking that someone can one day just block it or keep it,
Uh,
and I took that risk, and it happened. My karma, I guess. From But that phone's gone, and it's really fucked up.
damn. Dang, man, that sucks. Well, you
Yeah,
actually never lose anything. You still got it all up in here somewhere, even if you can't.
yeah,
If you think you can't remember right now, you never forget.
yeah, yeah. If I wrote it once, I can write it. I can come up with it again. It'll come out
Yeah, yeah.
eventually.
No problem. No
Yeah.
problem. Another thing, man, that I thought was really cool, and you just recently, and I'm sure you've done this more than once, and you probably you play. I mean, you play shows, but you probably like been to that place more than once before, right? That what was that? What was that? What was that? The last week? Bars and blunts.
Oh, that was in San Pedro. That was Bars and Blunts, San Pedro. Oh damn, I feel like, oh, shoot, I forgot the name of the bar. But I'll definitely give it to you soon. But it's just a little bar right there in San Pedro where people have little performances. But I've done other ones. I've done a good amount all throughout Lake County. It's
Nice, nice.
it's
Yeah,
all
and you play shows here and there, huh? On a regular.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever I'm in the mood, like, which is always, but like I I tried to do it so much where like I'm always there, and people are like, "Oh, look, dopamine again. Oh, here, dope." I don't want to be annoying, you know. I don't want to be, you know, taking over. Like I feel like when I rap, I'm not trying to be cocky, but I am one of the. I get loud, you know, and people
Yeah.
can hear me,
The
and I
energy's
don't
high
play.
with you.
I don't play my music in the background, my vocals. I never do that. I just
Nice.
put the instrumental, drop it. You know, they dropped it, and then I spit my shit. I take the risk
Pro.
of I take the risk of fucking up my lyrics, which I have many times, and I learn from it, and I don't do them again. But I messed up a good amount, at least one every for my first 10 performances. There's always that one song where I just fuck up one line, and it throws me off for like two lines, and I gotta pause in my head, and continue with, you know, like that. But
Yeah,
the more
for
you
sure.
do it, the better, you know. You of course you will get better at it, at memorizing shit, and that's what it comes down to. You just gotta memorize your shit, rap your song about 30 times before, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And are you planning on playing any shows anytime soon? Any coming up?
Mm, no, not right now. I have nothing set up yet, but
All right.
I'm
Well,
thinking about.
if you do get anything set up, send it to us. We always update this, so things in the description below. You know, always put it.
Yeah, yeah, I'll definitely let you know.
And if you ever make any kind of clips when you're doing stuff, we'll always be promoting here. All the listeners are used to us staying
Right.
behind, the artists that we um, interview here and feature on the podcast. So let me ask you, if you could work with any artist out there right now, which artist would you work with?
Any artist. Hmm.
You have to only pick one.
Um.
Like you
Any rapper.
any rapper or producer. Like if you could pick Eminem or Dr. Dre or whatever.
I would definitely pick Eminem.
Okay, so like if
But to work with,
anyone,
like on a song, or to work with in my music, period.
yeah,
Like
period for your music.
oh shit, that's a hard
Or
one because I
okay, we
would
could do
like to be
both.
in a
Answer
song with
both those.
Eminem.
Those are two good questions. Both answer both, like on the song and
Okay,
for your
on a
music. Period.
song, definitely, you know, someone like Eminem. Eminem would be someone cool. Like one day I wish I can do a song with. But
Nice.
to work with you know, just of course, you know, somebody. I guess Dr. Dre would be cool. Yeah. But uh, I really don't know if I would be able to do too much shit like being under managed by anybody. You know, like I think sometimes you're asked to change certain things, and
Oh yeah, like Dr. Dre will tell you to do like what to say.
but yeah, but see at the same time that's good because he knows what he's trying. I'm guessing he knows what he's trying to what sound he's looking for. So he's
Yeah,
gonna keep telling you to do it, or he might just be doing it to I'm guessing maybe to make you rap it so much where it just comes out natural.
yeah,
You know, like I've done that shit many times where I just rap that bar or whatever 20 times, and eventually I can just spit it like that, and it
yeah.
sounds pretty dope. You
Well,
know,
I mean, okay, so you got your stuff, also memorized because you play shows, but I know in the industry one of the and you know what, this is actually this is good for anyone who's listening who is a rapper as well. Um, it's a great tip that is if you want to really get that good recording and have it memorized first,
yeah,
instead of like reading it off the paper, which
yeah. It comes out. I think it comes out better when you say it with the beat running. Just repeat it. Even if you're off beat,
yeah,
just repeat it. You want to make sure you're able to say it right and
yep,
sound on point, and then line it up with the beat. And I don't really like to read my lyrics when I'm in the booth. I try to practice my shit. I practice the verse, and I'm like, okay, I'm going there, and I sometimes even change it like a freestyle in a way, like I rap it, I sometimes glance at it, but mostly I try to just if I can memorize it, then I can say it better. So that's just the way I do it. But it's
Mm.
it's a little better because it sounds more natural.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So when it comes out more natural, you can put in some more energy, more emotion
yeah,
into it,
yeah.
and
And sometimes when it comes down to the beat, you're like, okay, that wouldn't line up the way I wrote it. It's too long, so you got to
uh,
cut it short. I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
Now, dopamine. Your latest song that's coming out is called Idol slash Idol,
yeah,
as in idle, as in being like sitting still, but idle also as being someone that people look up to.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, and I like I couldn't make up my mind on what to call it because I meant both. I'm like, like I feel like I'm idling all the time, and I like my shit. I believe it or not, I drive around listening to my songs, and I do projects sometimes, and I'm like, I'm gonna play my shit, and it's funny because I like my stuff as much as I like the artists that I look up to,
Right.
and I'm like, I in a way like I have this personality. Sometimes I get like I guess I'm not I don't guess I know I'm bipolar. I've been told since a young age. So there's sometimes I get into this mood. It's very dark, and I look up to that mood sometimes. I enjoy getting in that mood because I can come up with some really cool shit that
Music, yeah,
yeah,
music can come out for sure.
yeah, and it's like kind of like a sometimes my girl wonders if I'm like what's wrong with me because I think of really dark shit like funny way funny ways of someone dying or overkill type shit, and I'm like,
Yeah,
why do I think these type of things?
very
And
creative.
yeah, so I put in music and I like it, and I look up to myself, but if I do look up to myself, then I look up to a psychopath in a way, but
Mhm.
like I guess my alter ego. Sometimes I wonder in my past life was like I kill people and shit because I'm afraid of myself sometimes when I get mad at people because of the things I've got to the point of doing that
Yeah, hurts.
if I completed the thing it would have been really I probably wouldn't be here. So it's kind
Yeah.
of like fuck
Uh, yeah, I know what you're going through. I feel like that's like what comes with artists. We have this kind of creativity to turn like chaos into order, and 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 whether it's like someone like you or that group I have with Coco Monks is dark like that. You heard
on my
yeah,
phone.
you heard that, huh?
Oh shit, sorry. What was
Okay.
that? Sorry. Can you hear me?
Nah, it's all cool. It's just saying, that kind of inspiration comes like for artists. We take chaos and turn it into order.
Yeah, yeah. I like chaos. I like violence in a way. Like it's different when you're experiencing it. Like they're like, okay, how long can I handle this shit going for? Like when you're living it. But when you get over it, you're like, oh, that was crazy. That was kind of crazy. And and
Yeah,
and it makes you, I guess, look at the world different when you go through shit. When you experience, people getting crazy with you and doing stuff. Um, kind of, it's a good thing, I guess, because it makes you stronger. But same time, it makes you want to keep your guard up because you never know. Sometimes words can get a little too bad that someone can really get hurt or
yeah.
killed.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I can relate to that. I use music to express, and very similar to what you're saying. Like there's people that would be maybe like mean towards me, and I didn't want to be mean back, but it hurt, and then so I would go express it in the music.
Yeah.
and then I'm like super mean in that music. But at least I'm not doing it like at them or to them,
Or
whatever.
like you see, one thing I didn't mention, I am mean the way like the song Emojis. I don't know if you ever heard it. I wrote a song called Emojis. And this song I wrote specifically for an app called Scout and Meet Me. It's a I guess a social or like a live streaming app where people go like this, like what we're doing right now, but you're just battling talking like how I'm talking to you on the split screen, random people all around the world, you
Wow.
know. So I go on that shit pretty often, and I battle people, and sometimes I'm just rapping, And some people are like, "Shut the fuck up, you're whack. You sounds like garbage." And some people are like,
Damn.
"That shit's dope. That shit's really dope."
Damn.
And there's that version, and then there's another part of the app where you can go and talk to girls. Girls have the box. It's called a box on the corner of the screen. You can go in there and talk to the girls. So I go in there. I don't really flirt with them. I just go on and I tell them what I'm doing. Oh, I'm rapping. And like they always say, so you rap? Can we hear you rap? And it's either going to be good or bad. They're going to keep it real with you more than Instagram. Instagram, it's not even close to that. These people give you straight up, instant feedback, negative or bad or positive, and I take it. And there's been times where they were so fucked up, like getting me mad, insulting me and shit, trying to get to me where they actually did get to me, and I wrote a song for them called Emojis. And the whole thing is about them. And I'm
Wow.
really
Wow.
mean in it, and I said it to them, and I've gotten banned from that app many, many times. I keep creating accounts because I've gone in there rapping to some shit about a girl with her voice in the background recorded. That I recorded her and screen recorded her, and I made her look like crazy, like tweaked out, like made her look all beat up, and I added to my song, and they flip out, and everybody reports me, and then I get banned. But I just create another account. So
Oh wow. Yeah,
yeah,
you are
but
creative.
yeah,
That's interesting that you can like this day and age is so different. I mean, that was not even possible. Like my time. Well,
yeah.
I'm still
Well, yeah,
like
it's
like
a
when I
new.
said,
I guess yeah, it's more. That's the way you got to do it now. If we were in the '90s, I bet I would be, doing going to battles and shit, real battles.
yeah,
Not
you,
real
you
battles.
have
I
to
mean
go to the
battles like
city.
rap battles.
Yeah, go right into the club for
Yeah, now it's more
something.
like all you can do is really talk to people online, positive or negative. It's the only way to communicate.
Yeah,
You know, but people are attracted to negativity, even negative shit. We just are.
yeah. Like everything is dark, man.
Yeah. Hey man. Hey, look. I want to. I have 7%. I just keep looking because my shit's not charging. Just remember, I lost my other phone, so I'm using my old phone, and
Okay.
this one battery is. I have it hooked up to the charger, and it's not even charging right now.
All right, that's
So
cool. We are about the 30-minute point, and that's what you wanted to do today. So
I
let
think
me.
that's one of the reasons why too, because I'm like my phone's not gonna last like this.
Okay. So
But we
you
can
want me to
continue.
share
Yeah.
the idol song real quick right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, this is coming out. You're working on a music video too, coming out soon, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Can you see that?
Yeah. I can see that.
All right. Let's play it. Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Yeah. I can hear it.
We all wanna go viral. I'm brown, so I guess I'm not entitled to shit. They're looking at me up and down like, who the fuck are you, man? Fuck you, point of view, well, fuck you too. We all wanna be somebody's idol. We all wanna be included in the title. But you wanna be jumping in the driver's seat. But how the fuck can you compete when you can't get your car to idle? Watch me holding up a Bible while I'm walking with a rifle, being broken, turn a motherfucker homicidal. I'm shaking my head and turning my neck so much that my thoughts are becoming a little shuffle. I will not give my time to a group in a room that just wanna babble. My whole life I've been dealing with multiple me's. Bipolar, problematic, freaking out of border, JRV, dopamine fiend, my own psychopathic idol.
Yeah.
right, so there's the part two, but I don't want to keep you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep that interesting. Dopamine here tonight with us. Thank you for coming to the show, man. I'm going to put all
Thank
your
you, man. Thank
information
you.
for in all the social media. And you guys, you see how it's spelled right now on the screen, but for those who are just listening, it's DOPAMEEN. He's on all streaming platforms and most social media, and I will have them
Thank
in
you,
the
man.
description. Thank you for coming by, man. And
Step up a lot. Thanks, though.
yep, I hope
And
you have.
you have a great day.
Yep,
We'll
you
talk
too,
later.
brother. All
All
right,
right, man.
take
Thank you.
care.
Peace. All right.